Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Midwestern Goodbye, the only podcast that accurately recreates those late night conversations you have when you're getting ready to go home. But your friend says that Krillin, being the strongest human in Dragon Ball Z slash Super slash GT slash who knows anymore, could totally beat Goku. Or no, wait, not Goku, Superman. Damn it!
Got it wrong. He totally couldn't beat Superman.
He also couldn't beat Goku.
There is actually a Dragon Ball Z RPG that states that Krillin is strong enough, or maybe it's not an RPG, but it might also be an article. But yeah, it states that Krillin, even as the strongest human, could kill Superman easily.
Oh, I bet people believe that. It's not possible.
It's a real thing.
I've seen so many things on TikTok because I scroll on there all the time of like so and so anime character can like solo like the DC universe and this and that. I'm like, no, you can't. Superman is in a league of his own, and there are people much more powerful than him in DC. So y'all need to back the fuck up.
I mean, the only reason Superman is strong is because he's not from our solar system.
I mean,
well, no, it's actually his genetic structure. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Well, it's because the power from our sun is what like gives him the increased abilities, right?
Yes, it is specifically from yellow suns, though. So any sun that is yellow, basically his cells are able to absorb solar radiation and use it as like pure power.
Blue suns help out a lot too.
Yes, blue suns are basically like his ultra boost, and they usually give him a new superpower as well.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And
red suns, however, which is actually that's the sun that planet Krypton orbited, they take away his powers, and he becomes a normal person.
Yeah, but very slowly. So slowly that he can fight another Kryptonian inside a red sun. And
he didn't
still
fight
be
him
alive.
in the red sun.
He went through a red sun with him. That's
correct. And then landed on a planet.
Sit in it and fight it. And fight him, my bad.
And then he landed on a planet made of kryptonite.
Yep. Beat the shit out of that guy.
How did he get off of the planet made of kryptonite?
If I'm not mistaken, another version of Superboy, the good version, came and saved him.
Yeah, him and a bunch of people.
Yeah,
but were they not? I don't know like any Superman lore. Were they not affected by the kryptonite then? Because I know that's like Superman's thing.
Yeah. So the entire thing is that. So for those of you who don't know, other Alex included, what we're talking about is, I guess, what it would be. Crisis on Infinite Earths?
I believe so. Yeah, it's Superboy Prime is the main bad guy.
So Superboy Prime is basically a version of, I think actually Superman, right? No?
He is
Superboy, or is he just called?
He is Kal-El, so...
Okay. So basically it is a version of Superman from another multiversal universe. And basically he is incredibly powerful. Like, he eventually gains so that he does not have any weakness to kryptonite, or he just has it base form. I quite frankly don't remember. That comic line was from so long ago. Here, I'll actually... but yeah, so basically through various events, he ends up becoming a bad guy. And then through that... Oh, right, here it is. So he is from a parallel Earth called Earth Prime. It's basically our world. There are no superheroes, no superhumans. Superman is a comic book in his world, and his universe was erased during Crisis on Infinite Earths. And yes, so basically, he goes crazy and gains ungodly power, like stronger than Superman. And the thing is that he does not have any weakness to kryptonite, but I think he does have a weakness to... So he does still lose his power when exposed to a red sun. And I know he has an element that he's weak to.
Your guess is about as good as mine on that. I have not... The last time I read this was like 10 years ago.
Right, that's why I'm checking.
I got no idea, fellas.
Oh, yeah, he also wears his fucking power suit.
Yes. But anyway, so the whole thing is he's not weak to kryptonite, so it does not affect him.
Okay, I gotcha. All right.
I mean, I know there's actually one like reverse version of Superman. It might actually be what is it, Ultraman from Crisis on Multiple Earths. He actually gets stronger around kryptonite, I think, or something like that.
Not Ultraman, but there is a version of Superman like that. Ultraman is the one who's evil and destroys all the kryptonite on his world, so he can never be hurt by it again.
Which, to be fair, Superman also did.
Oh yeah, one just did it for like on evil reasons.
No, yeah, here it is. Yeah, literally, Ultraman. Cal, 2 L's instead of EL. Green kryptonite depletion. When deprived of green kryptonite to empower him, his abilities slowly begin to fade. And he has a weakness to sunlight. Yeah, he's literally the reverse of Superman. I knew that. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Where'd this conversation start? I already forgot.
It was literally the debate of Krillin versus Superman.
Ah, yes. Krillin can't win.
No, not even close.
In the matter of Krillin v Goku, Krillin also can't win.
Yeah. Krillin really can't beat many people nowadays.
No. Wasn't he the first canon death in Dragon Ball too?
No, the first... Oh, in Dragon Ball...
Wasn't it Chaozu?
Yes.
Did Chaozu die in Dragon Ball?
Yes, he did. It was Krillin, Chaozu, and someone else. They were the first revivals by the the first person... Oh, no. The first person to die in Dragon Ball OG
was that Gohan?
No. What? No. Well...
Grandpa Gohan. Yeah. Wasn't he the first canon death?
Yes, I guess technically. But he dies off screen. Yeah. He doesn't die on screen.
Oh,
he's already dead. He's already dead when the show starts. The first person who dies in OG Dragon Ball is actually the one Native American family that's by Korin's tower. The dad. When he dies, that's actually what starts Goku to try to find the Dragon Balls to bring him back to life. He was also the first revival used in Dragon Ball, I think.
I'm on the wiki trying to find it.
I don't remember what his name is. It's some... It's a name that I would not be familiar enough to recreate.
Yeah. Fucking... Oh, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super and all the other ones. They're all so weird.
Yeah.
All it's making me think of is like the first like good person I can think of dying canonically in Dragon Ball is, I mean, good is a loose term, is Bardock. Because he technically dies before Goku even gets to Earth.
True, but he actually dies in a special the first time.
Yeah.
Which is non-canon. And he only dies on screen in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie.
I never saw that. I didn't even know they brought Bardock back.
They brought him back to basically be like, okay, bye Goku, and then he leaves. I think so. I think it was the Bardock movie or the Broly movie.
I mean, it wasn't Battle of the Gods because I saw that one.
No, it was definitely the Broly one, I think.
Yeah.
Which, okay, movie.
I thought it was good. The fights were excellent.
Oh yeah. I wish they would tone down the screaming while I'm trying to watch the fight and listen to people talk.
How else do you power up?
No, not that screaming.
He's talking about the music. The music in Dragon Ball Super Broly. For some reason, they went with this very odd choice of where the music is basically like, go, Broly! Go, Vegeta!
Yeah, it's real annoying.
It's not great.
That sounds great. What are you talking about? I would just jam to that in the gym or something. Come on.
Some people really did like it, and I was not one of those people. I remember in the theater, also the theater we were at, the mixing of the movie was really bad. Like
it really
the music was deafening compared to like the actual like voices.
Okay.
Like,
So
I'm like, did they fuck up making this movie? It's so loud.
No, movie theaters have their own like individual like soundboard mixers that they can mess with.
yeah, they fucked it. They fucked it real good. Like there were parts where like Goku or Vegeta would be talking, and because it was still technically in the middle of the fight, the music would be playing, and both Dan and I are like, "What? What are they saying?" We couldn't hear it at all.
Was it subbed or dubbed? Could you at least read it?
I was
Mm.
dubbed. No, so
Yeah,
no
so yeah, you
subtitles.
couldn't read it. Okay.
I would have rather seen it sub just so I could fucking read. God damn.
I mean, that problem wasn't in the new Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. That was
Yeah.
good. I liked it. The final bad guy's dumb. Like, is
Very
real
dumb.
dumb. But you know.
They're running out of ideas. They gotta kind of do everything at some point.
Oh, that's not true. I mean, spoilers for anybody who actually cares or somehow hasn't already been spoiled. It's Cell.
Oh, actually,
just-
I did know that. Yeah, Cell's
Yeah.
back.
No, he's not. They basically recreated another Cell, but he's really big and dumb, and he doesn't have a personality. He's just a monster,
Oh,
and he's called Cell Max, and he's red instead of green. That's it.
It's so dumb.
didn't
Yeah,
they
he's
also
not
bring
great.
Frieza back, or is it like a different Frieza?
Frieza's been back for so long at this point.
Now Frieza's doing blackface and it's weird.
Yeah, Frieza doing that culture appropriation shit, and nobody's calling him on it.
Like
He's an
Frieza, I
alien,
knew
it's
you
okay.
I knew you did genocides, Frieza, and I was fine with that. But like doing this racist stuff, like come on, you can't be doing blackface.
I mean, someone actually brought up like a really like when you think about it, kind of like weird point. I mean, Frieza is well known for calling the Saiyans dirty monkeys and how he's doing
Yeah.
blackface, and it's like, what's happening?
Yeah,
Like-
it's Japanese culture just like totally not meshing with the way America works for a little bit.
I don't even think it's Japanese culture. I just legitimately think that at this point they're just like, I don't want to make a new form. Just color Frieza darker. We'll call him Frieza Black.
Yep. I guess fine. I don't call. Do they even do colored versions of the comic like the comics anymore, or is it all black and white?
I
You mean
mean,
the
like
manga?
like most mangas, they do colored panels sometimes. You know, it's
Mhm.
like special things, but
The
Yeah.
vast
No, I
majority
mean-
of them are still black and white.
right. It's not a case of people are speculating. It's not a case of people are named this themselves. Frieza literally says, "Ah, this is my new form. I think
Oh.
I'll call it Black Frieza or Frieza Black or whatever he says."
Oh,
He
Frieza.
calls it himself, the same way that Super Saiyan Blue was not a thing that fans made up. Whis said it. Whis was like, "Oh, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, that's so cumbersome. Why not just call it Super Saiyan Blue?" And it's like,
Oh,
when even the name, like, let's be real, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, we weren't exactly like reaching the pinnacle of, creativity there. But like,
We still knew what we were talking about.
I mean, I know what I'm talking. Super Saiyan God is the red one. Super Saiyan Blue is the blue one. Super Saiyan Blue Evolved is the darker blue one.
No.
Super Saiyan
I miss that whenever the numbers went up, the hair got bigger.
yeah.
Now it just changes colors, and it's harder to differentiate which one is which if
I
you're not
liked-
paying enough
I
attention.
liked Super Saiyan 3, and I love Super Saiyan 4, and I'm sad it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, yeah, Super
Yeah.
Saiyan 4 was pretty cool.
Super
It-
Saiyan 4 is by far my favorite Super Saiyan.
It also just made Super Saiyan 3 make sense to me,
Mhm.
because Goku's getting, like, more angry and less himself and more, like,
It's a primal
primal.
thing. It's
like, it made it make sense. And now it's
Right.
just like, he was just angry, because, ignore it.
He was hungry.
No, I mean, because there actually is a really great moment in Dragon Ball GT where Goku in Super Saiyan 4 is basically talking about how, like, yeah, every step up that I take Super Saiyan wise, like, I lose some control. Like, I get more primal. And again, the entire thing about Super Saiyan 4, which is what made it great in my mind, is the fact that it kind of made sense with, like, the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yep.
Because, yeah, does it make sense that at some point some dude apparently way back in time for Saiyans was strong enough that he became a golden-haired Saiyan? No. Does it maybe make a little bit more sense that he went Great Ape, managed to control and condense the power, and became, Super Saiyan 4? Maybe. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it was probably a really shitty version of Super Saiyan 4.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I just loved the way it looked.
oh, yeah, it's a great design. And
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
best part is it is so visually distinct from any other form that you can't mistake it for anything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Goku's such a badass in that form.
Yes.
Just such a badass.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's even cooler.
I love Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
I have never understood why Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta gets red hair.
Yeah, that never made sense to
It's
me.
because
Never.
it's clearly because that's now a god form, just like
Yes, of course. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is so strong that he gains God Ki.
Yep, that's clearly what Akira Toriyama was going for the entire time.
Oh yeah. That's the one part of GT that didn't get retconned.
I mean,
Yep.
just to be clear, like Akira Toriyama had almost nothing to do with GT.
Oh, yeah. He didn't
he
write-
gave approval on everything, but yeah, no, he had no part.
No, I don't even believe he writes his own shit now. He's probably just like, here's an idea.
No, because there's actually, I believe there's somebody who actually is doing the writing for Dragon Ball Super, at least the manga.
I'm sure it's a team. It's not just him.
Well, there's a lead writer.
He just make Gohan
Is it
important
Akira
again.
Toriyama?
Really?
No, oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of the artist who is Toyotaro.
Mm.
Toyotaro?
I just wish that they would do anything with Gohan.
Yes, okay, so he's the illustrator. Akira Toriyama is credited as the writer for Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
Okay, then.
I mean, if you're looking for Gohan stuff, now there's Gohan Beast.
Yeah.
Is that like a spin-off or is that a new form? I have not been keeping up with Super.
It's his new form.
Oh. Did they finally have like Monkey again?
No.
No, just big hair.
Okay, well we're getting closer then.
Here, I'll show you. For viewers at home, play along. Go to your nearest Google and put in Gohan Beast. Are you there,
God, if
kids?
this is some weird Rule 34 shit, I'm leaving this call.
No.
Hey. Yeah. It's just Super Saiyan 2, but him with an adult with longer hair and a different color.
Yeah, it's silver instead of gold, but yeah, that's basically Super Saiyan 2. Okay.
But he also has red eyes.
Yeah, he's turning into a monster.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I don't think this is a bad form. I mean, like, mind you, his hair is huge in this form. Like,
yeah, it looks
it
big.
is. No, this picture does not do it justice.
It's
like,
really big.
There's a scene after the fight, basically, where he and Piccolo are standing around. Orange Piccolo now. Piccolo's orange now.
What?
Don't worry about it.
So, like, his hair is fucking ginormous.
Is it Super Saiyan 3 size hair or what?
No, not quite that long, but like it
just goes up.
It kind of looks comical, honestly.
Okay.
Like in motion, it looks fine. Okay, here, hold on. Okay, this is kind of accurate, at least as far as my brain remembers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is big. He got like that 90s hair, like he went for volume.
Yeah, it's like 6 times the size of his head.
Yeah, he's quite easily.
Okay.
And again, like
I love you,
I don't
Gohan.
hate it. I really don't hate it. It's fine. It is basically, again, just new colors. But I don't know. Like now all of this. Probably the worst part of this is the fact that, unlike Super Saiyan 2, which even then, if it wasn't for how good the actual moment was, like, Gohan didn't really earn Super Saiyan 2. He got mad because a guy that he met for the first time that day got killed in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, nobody even died. Piccolo was just getting his shit kicked in, and Gohan literally was just like, I am angry,
Well,
and
it's
then
probably
turned into this.
PTSD from all the times Piccolo got killed before.
He's only been killed,
Twice?
yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait. So there was Nappa.
And then there was
He did not get killed to Frieza.
I thought he got killed by Frieza.
No, he
Nope.
got fucked up.
Yeah, he didn't die though.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Cell did not kill Piccolo.
No.
Boo absorbed Piccolo, but he died at the same time as Piccolo when Kid Boo blew up the planet. So, no, Piccolo's only really died once for him.
Okay.
Unless you're talking about GT, in which Gohan actually killed Piccolo.
I don't
One
remember
time.
that at all, but GT doesn't matter.
There was a point where Gohan, when he was infected by Baby, shot a Kamehameha at Piccolo. At least I think so, or am I thinking of something else?
I think you're thinking
Maybe
of something else, because Piccolo does die. He dies on Earth.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta die, and the Dragon Ball's gotta come with me, so that like people stop using them for evil. Which, yes, I agree. Dragon Ball's bad. The bad guys keep fucking using them.
Well, because the good guys, all they can do is say, hey, yeah, bring my friends back. They can't wish for anything meaningful.
It's not like it matters anymore. There's just fucking Dragon Balls everywhere, and stronger sets of Dragon Balls.
Yep.
What?
So
There's a set of 2 Dragon Balls now that are introduced in Dragon Ball Super. And then basically the 2 of them are apparently strong enough Dragon Balls to make someone the strongest in the universe multiple times.
Okay.
It's real bad. It's just
You
bad.
can't see it, but my eyes are literally rolling into the back of my skull hearing this.
Yeah, but I was actually correct. So when Gohan is possessed by Baby, what the fuck?
What?
The the wiki page is slightly bouncing up and down.
You excited it.
Anyway,
like no one's
so
been here in
basically,
years.
Piccolo shows up, and then Gohan shoots a Kamehameha at Piccolo and Goten. Yeah, and this is when Piccolo is like, "Oh my god, what an amazing Kamehameha!" It's like, okay, but he didn't kill him. He did not kill him.
Okay, just maimed him. Got it.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing that happens with Piccolo a lot.
Yeah, arms get ripped off, holes through chests, you know.
Yeah.
He's
Not
a
a big
pickle,
deal.
it just regrows.
Mm-hmm.
That's because he's a pickle.
Him, and then Cell, just all the region.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly.
God, I love fucking TFS.
Yeah.
I cannot heal like that. What is?
Yeah, for any of you who are maybe not super big fans of Dragon Ball Z, or maybe, for the reasons that most people wouldn't be, which is that it's kind of dumb and it takes forever and it's mostly people yelling. If you're looking for a more comedic take of it and just kind of an abridged version, as in like shorter, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Go watch that shit. It's great.
Aren't they doing Super now too?
No, they stopped a while. They didn't even do the Majin Buu arc.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I've never seen
Well,
it, so
You should. It's great.
yeah, people keep telling me to watch it. I probably should.
Actually,
I
pretty good.
mean, it's a really good introduction to Dragon Balls and Dragon Ball Z, because it does not require that you have any prior knowledge. It's just a comedy, and a lot of times the comedy is honestly the story arcs sometimes are better than the actual show itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, my recommendation, yes, watch it. It's great.
They call out Gohan a lot for being so strong and yet never doing anything, and I love it.
Gohan is the stars of the universe, but he doesn't do shit.
Yep. It's like yeah, you're right. He's super strong and never does a goddamn thing.
Well,
His
yeah,
hair
I
just
mean,
gets bigger.
yeah. Well, so the thing is that
This
yes,
dumbass
Gohan.
gets. Well, yeah, he's a pacifist. He's not not a fighter. And then when he does fight, he gets so fucking arrogant.
Yeah, every
It's like-
time.
Which I can
Like-
understand. His power comes from the beast within.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's going beast.
It's like, God damn it, Gohan! Stop being all pretentious. You're just a fucking Saiyan. You get stuck in the heat of battle like every other fucking Saiyan does.
I can't wait until there's an episode where Krillin, being the narrator for the fight, is like, oh my god, Gohan just went beast mode.
Yes, please. Please do.
I
That'd be pretty
hate
great.
this. I hate it all so much.
Hey, you're the one trying to will this into the universe.
No, no. I mean, I was rolling my eyes when Super Saiyan God came out because that's just Kaioken. It's just
It
Kaioken.
is.
Now, mind you, it had some cool things about it. Like it really did. Like the movie, the fights were good. But like I think we can all agree, and most people did. It's just Kaioken. They just took Kaioken and said that it's God form. Just I don't
It was just the easiest way for them to bridge it to, higher and higher heights. You have God, then you have different levels of God. Like it makes sense.
I guess.
Give me Super Saiyan 4. Fuck all this god shit.
Yeah, right. Give me Monkey Men back, please.
That's
Honestly, I'd
like,
be okay if Broly ends up getting Super Saiyan 4. That kind
yeah.
of seems like what it should be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because the entire thing with him is he has all the power of the Ozaru, but he's still like a person.
Yep.
Like Super Saiyan 4.
Right.
I'd be fine with that. That makes perfect sense. And it's like we get to see Super Saiyan 4. It's like Goku and Vegeta didn't go down it this time around.
Yeah. This
And
is their second playthrough, and this time they decided to go down the God Key talent tree.
yeah, oh my god. Fucking Vegeta didn't have to cheat to get Super Saiyan 4. Hey Bulma, can you invent a thing for me?
Boom! The blood swaves.
God damn it.
Bulma, hit me with the blood swaves.
Fucking no matter how much I love GT, there's just some real dog shit writing.
Oh, I mean, most of GT is pretty bad. Let's be
Yeah.
real. Most of the Black Star, like getting the Black Star balls, is pretty bad. Trunks in that is bad. Pan is occasionally bad. Let's
Yeah.
see. The Para Para troop or whatever, bad. Baby was good. I actually did like Baby as an arc. Most of the dragons, like from the Shadow Dragon, bad. Super 17, cool but dumb. Cool but dumb.
There were a few things that I liked. I liked how they did like a fusion thing between Boo and Oob, where it's like we need
You
to
mean
become
Boob?
what? Yeah, yeah, Boob. We need to become one again, and blah 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 blah. Which I'm
Yeah.
like, that's cool. I wish Oob was back because I love Oob.
Majin Boob.
Oh my god, I like how they kept the young Mai and all of them in Super, which I like.
Yeah, that way a woman who is actually like 30 can become attracted to a child.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that part's weird.
Yeah. It's real fucking weird.
It really
She
is.
she is a grown ass woman who got wished to be a kid again. So mentally still an adult. And, yep.
God is yeah, Future Trunks is old enough, right? Or he's at least legally an adult.
I mean, so here's the thing. They're the same physical age, I think. So like physically it's fine. But it's like one of those things where it's
I
like,
just mean like Future Trunks is at least an adult, so it's not as creepy as in Super, where it's like here's the 30-year-old woman and the 6-year-old Trunks or whatever.
well, I mean, like they're not dating when they're children.
I know, but
Or
it's
at
still
least Maya
weird.
isn't. Yeah, 100%. It's super weird.
Still very weird.
Because no matter what, even assuming, they both, which, I mean, by the way, doesn't make any goddamn sense anyway. Because Trunks' timeline, I mean, when when would Pilaf and his group have had the opportunity to use the Dragon Balls to turn her into a child?
Yeah, I honestly don't.
She should
My
be like
guess
60.
my guess is that the Mai there just like it's like alternate reality stuff where like this is just a young version, like
No,
because
that
it doesn't make sense for the original one to exist.
But it still doesn't make sense because it's not alternate reality. It's an alternate timeline, yes, but everything prior to Goku has heart attack from heart virus. Like that's all the same.
It honestly doesn't
Piccolo
make
died,
sense because
and then the Dragon Balls went away.
They don't do the Pilaf stuff until after the Boo stuff, and
Yes,
like I
it
don't
does
know.
not make any sense.
I'm still fine.
Mai should not currently. I'm sorry. There should not be two Mais in the same universe currently boning two Trunkses in the same universe. In the weirdest foursome you've ever seen.
Yeah.
How do they keep track of whose Mai is who and whose Trunks is who? Do they just switch?
Hey, maybe.
I
feel it'd be weird. One Trunks is a lot older than the other.
No, they're the same age. It's literally a thing where Whis found them another universe where Trunks, like basically the Goku Black stuff didn't happen. So like there's just two Trunks and two Mais. Just around.
It's fine. They can tell because I don't know, power level or something. I don't know.
I mean, you're probably right. One Trunks is significantly stronger than the other Trunks.
Oh yeah, by like a crazy margin, actually.
Yeah.
Well, one of them gets like this weird pseudo god shit.
Right. I mean, look, this is just the effect of shonen.
Yep.
You know,
and Akira Toriyama not caring.
Well, yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily the sign of a bad anime because obviously Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, they're not bad. They're getting to the point of The Simpsons where it's just like, okay, this can end any time now.
Yeah, any show that goes on that long, it's just gonna start getting weirder and weirder until people just stop watching it.
Right. And unfortunately with shonen, like there always has to be the power creep. So I mean, Dragon Ball Z really hit a peak a while ago because it was like back in the Saiyan saga, Vegeta blew up a planet, and it's like, okay, where do we go from here? And it's like, well, there's Frieza. It's like, oh, why is he so strong? And it's like, because he blows up planets, and it's like, cool, Vegeta did that though. It's like,
yep,
but he can beat Vegeta, and it's like, oh, okay, he's strong. Okay, yep, I get it now. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, Dragon Ball Z makes no sense half the time. I wish I could go back to the days of like when I was like 5 and I had to stay up late so that I could watch early Dragon Ball Z of, oh my god, is that Raditz? He just took Gohan. Like that is such a staple memory in my brain of like seeing that because that was the first episode I ever saw. It was when Raditz showed up. I had never seen Dragon Ball before then. Like,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh my god.
I remember my most distinct Dragon Ball Z memory is when Piccolo shows up on Namek and begins to fight Frieza. That is the memory for me that stands out the absolute most. I remember staying up late. I had to ask my dad if I could stay up to watch Dragon Ball Z, which was, just like an extra half hour. And on Toonami, just watching that, good times.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird now to think that like that's how I used to watch anime was Toonami.
Yeah, I miss Toonami. I mean, I know it's still around, but I miss Toonami.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Like, especially if I have to wait 7 months for the newest animes to get on there.
Yeah, and you got to watch them one at a time, But at least they're dubbed. They're all dubbed.
True.
Yeah. Well, Crunchyroll's been doing a lot, especially since the Funimation acquisition. They're doing a lot of like dubs almost instantly.
Man, fuck Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll, the moment they bought whatever Funimation, they immediately took away their free trial shit and now it's like, oh well, you gotta pay, fucko.
I mean, yeah, but the amount of anime you get, I feel that it's worth it. I'm watching stuff every week.
Yeah, there's definitely no other way to get anime for free.
Oh yeah, shit. Most of the time, I'm too lazy to just go to an anime site. I just go on YouTube. I just watch it there. It's so funny. Like, for all the shit that like YouTubers gripe about, like copyright this, copyright that, and all this shit. I'm like, bro, I watch TV on YouTube all the time. Their copyright system fucking blows.
Oh yeah, there's false flags, and it just doesn't even recognize something as copyright. Sometimes YouTube's just fucking dog shit.
It's like, bro, I've watched all 3 of the newest episodes of season 6 of Rick and Morty on YouTube.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, to be fair, Adult Swim is actually just posting them themselves. So.
Oh yeah, which good on them.
Yeah,
it gets people excited.
Yeah, and
I thought they only posted the first episode of Rick and Morty.
I might have only done the first one, but even that, good on them.
I watched it on a very special website, so I have no idea.
I wish it was just on Hulu.
Isn't it?
Not the new season. At least not yet.
It will be one day.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Adult Swim has like rights until the season's over, and then they can put it on Hulu.
Well, I think Hulu owns like whatever, or like the parent company of Cartoon Network owns Hulu too, and that's why all that stuff ends up on there.
Makes sense.
No, because Disney owns Hulu.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they don't own part of Hulu. Could be one of those like conglomerate things where they own a percentage in it, and that's why it goes there.
Maybe, but I
what's
mean,
what's the streaming service? Is it HBO that got like all the Cartoon Network stuff? Then
yeah,
okay,
I think so.
Then that's what I was thinking of.
And then I know another one. I don't remember what it was called. What's it called at this point? But it's the one that got like all the Nickelodeon shows.
Oh yeah, crap! I don't remember which one
like,
that was, but I know what
Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount Plus. Yeah, they got like all the old like God, I don't know.
The good Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
Like Teenage Robot, right?
Yeah, My Life is a My.
I gotta watch that again.
That's such a good show.
That intro. How does their open go? No.
My life is a teenage robot.
No, it's definitely not that. I can promise you.
It's clearly just that.
It's just an old man singing that for 2 minutes straight.
The part that I specifically remember is like 5 o'clock and some at the mall. Hold on. God,
and my human neighbors and something too.
They're not neighbors, they're just friends.
Or whatever. Robots.
And there's Sheldon, who wants to bang the robot.
Yeah. Favorite character.
And then there's Brad, who doesn't want to bang the robot, but the robot wants to bang him. Which is just completely normal. There it is. 5 o'clock, I get a call to go blading down at the skate park down by the mall. Yes, it's totally right.
Teenage robot.
Talking about theme songs, who made the 16 theme song? It's like a famous band that did that, right? 16. Remember that show 16?
Yes, I do. I watched many of the kind of good, kind of garbage shows on Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Fire Breather or whatever. I loved that. That had 1 season and...
actually, it only had a TV show.
Yeah. It was just a movie.
Yeah. It was supposed to be comics, TV shows. Like, it was supposed to be huge, and it just never happened.
I was so hyped for that. I'm like, this is going to be the coolest thing ever, and nothing ever happened.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of What's New Scooby-Doo. That was Simple Plan.
Oh, yeah. I love that song.
That is, I've gotten to hear that live. It is fantastic.
I from what I understand, they're like the only band that I've seen that's like, we've done a song for a movie or a TV show, and we don't hate our fucking fans for wanting us to play it.
because it's like a minute long. They don't care, and it rips when they do it. I've seen them play
Oh,
it
yeah.
live twice. It's
I've
so
watched
much fun.
I've watched it live so many times on like YouTube and shit. I'm like, this is the fucking bomb.
Oh, I've been in the
I
crowd
mean-
for it twice.
Oh, I would
I
love
mean,
it.
It's so
Let's
cool.
just be real, you know? Yes, were some of the shows in the 90s garbage in the early 2000s? You're damn right they were. Some of them were hot trash, but god damn it, we had the best theme songs.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
God, yeah.
Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange,
Strange machine. Oh my god, yes. I
love the
love
fact
Danny
that his-
Phantom.
I love the fact that Danny Phantom's theme song starts with "Yo."
That's a very early 2000s thing.
Oh yeah.
This will get the kids' attention. I
Hello,
mean, it
fellow
did.
children.
You were right, Cartoon Network. You fucking got me.
They
That was
did. They
Nickelodeon.
did.
And God damn it, Cartoon Network and with all the fucking goth girl shit, you're just like ruining me forever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What
Oh,
was
I'm
her name
sorry.
from Total Drama
you know what?
Island? Gwen.
Yes.
Yep.
My mistake, actually. I'm sorry. It is not Yo Danny Phantom. It was young Danny Phantom.
Young. I thought it was Kate Danny Phantom.
Nope, it's young Danny Fenton. Young Danny Fenton, he was just 14.
Huh.
I prefer Yo. I'm gonna keep saying Yo.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
it.
Died in
Yo
a
sounds better,
strange machine.
Who the fuck says young? We know he's young. What we don't need to know that. He's in high school.
He's a high schooler, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He's freshman or something.
He's a kid, you know? He can walk through walls.
Disappear
Sphere.
and fly.
He was much more unique than the other
Than your other guy.
I mean, fuck everybody else. It's like, hey, I'm half dead, and it's like, cool, dude. So, did you do the homework? And he's like, no.
I'm a
I'm
ghost
failing.
possessing my own body. How's
Yeah,
everyone
I'm
else
failing.
doing?
I'm failing all my classes.
But I saved the world, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But
I
he'll
remember
never be
him
able to
fighting the
talk.
Ghost King in like the suit of armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That mech was hot trash.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It's basically like Kaioken, to bring it back around to Dragon Ball Z. It's
Oh.
like, it'll double my power, but it takes a toll on my body.
Oh god, Danny Phantom was awesome.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
an episode where like the box ghost became the strongest ghost in the like
It was
conceivable
the movie, I believe, where it's like the future Danny Phantom is evil and the box ghost is super ripped and awesome.
Oh yeah.
Just to be clear, it wasn't that Danny Phantom was evil. It was the fact that Danny Phantom, who had tried to overshadow Vlad Plasmius, they fused and mixed into Dan Phantom. Mind you, not Danny,
Yeah,
Dan
I
Phantom.
liked that when it.
Which I just love the idea of. At some point, he's like, you know what? I've killed most of humanity. I'm not a kid anymore. Call me Dan.
Yep. I took that to heart, and that's why I have people call me Dan. This is my evil grown-up self with my goatee. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, first off, whoever they cast for the voice of Dan Phantom, like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
Evil's never sounded so sexy. But, I mean, great character design. I love the Ghostly Whale. The Ghostly Whale is such a cool attack.
Right?
Completely useless, really, when you think about it. Like, I
I
I
don't get
don't
that
know.
ability for years.
yeah, for good reason.
Yeah. Not that useful. Oh my god.
But yeah, and then he gets ice powers, and
Your sister's name
miss
is
it.
almost Jizz. It's super weird.
her name is Jazz.
Yeah, it's almost. Yeah, that's what I said. It's almost Jizz.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't think that's what we were thinking whenever we were watching that show when we were
That's what
younger.
I was thinking a lot. I'm like, that's almost Jizz.
That's a weird thought to have. I ain't gonna lie.
I was a weird kid.
You're still weird. Let's
Yeah.
not kid ourselves.
Hey, I don't deny what I am.
I mean, honestly, if it wasn't the fact that, Phil Hartman would have to be attached to it, like, I would be more than happy if Danny Phantom came back again.
What's the issue with that guy?
He's fucked up and religious.
He's kind of crazy.
No.
He seems to be, he's actually trying to do a Kickstarter. I don't know if it's still happening, but he had at one point tried to do a Kickstarter to create his own basically like entertainment network, and it was only going to be family friendly, basically Christian sort of vibe shows.
Okay.
And it was specifically because I think his selling point was basically that, like, animated shows today just don't have that, like, family value, that, like, a real Christian doctrine to it. And so I want to make a bunch of TV shows that don't have any kind of, like, nothing serious, no drama, no, and yet also at the same time it's like, yeah, it's going to be, and here's the real kicker. The TV shows were going to have in the episode, not as a commercial, in the episode, sponsored moments. One of the TV shows that he proposed, the characters, the whole thing was that they wanted to go to Arby's.
Oh yeah, the huge fucking ad. Oh my god.
I'm
Yes,
surprised that didn't get funded.
and multiple times they would literally talk about, like, my favorite food at Arby's, which is blank.
Yeah, I remember this video.
It's it was the absolute most batshit insane thing, because it's like, so just to be clear, you want to protect kids from the dangers of real life, which, mind you, cartoons also don't delve into that stuff. Made for kids. Gravity Falls.
Such a good show.
A lot of the actual good shows on Disney that Disney has meddled in and tried to make them worse. He was just like, yeah, I'm going to protect kids, but I'm also going to exploit them and try to get them to buy Arby's and whatever other company wants to sponsor me. I ain't picky. Walmart, Fortnite. Which, I don't really have much room to talk about Fortnite anymore. But
yeah,
you're straight up addicted now.
No, not addicted. I like the game.
Just really into it.
I've only bought the battle pass once.
So. What in the fuck was that? All right, let's keep going.
The ghost is trying to kill Dan again.
100%, because there was just a face right next to my face.
Are you okay, buddy? Do you want to come over and check on you?
My room is haunted. Wait, this is known.
I did not know this.
No, your sword is haunted.
Yeah, and it's just in my room.
Why do you wait? What sword?
Have we never had this conversation with you?
No, you haven't. You exclude me from everything because you both hate me, obviously.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sick today. I don't know if I can record.
I mean, I sound like shit, and I'm trying my hardest to not cough, motherfucker.
Fucking piece of shit.
I'm trying so hard, guys. Please notice me.
Anyway,
Dan's sword is haunted.
Yeah, it's like verifiably haunted. Like it is literally moved. It has fallen from a sturdy hook in the wall and stabbed into my mattress. Like I hear shit, see shit constantly. Like, it is literally haunted. It's fucking weird, and I refuse to get rid of it.
2 questions.
Yes.
When did you get this?
High school, like 2013, 14, somewhere around there.
Okay. And why do you refuse to get rid of it?
It's cool.
No, if an inanimate object is trying to murder me, I'm sorry, it's going in the garbage.
It hasn't tried to murder me in years, because I threatened to destroy it.
It stabbed your mattress, my dude.
Oh, that was way before I threatened it. That was like 2 weeks into me having it.
Doesn't matter.
There were some growing pains.
Yeah.
Oh, like
also,
one of my most
because Dan's a crazy person.
One of my most vivid memories of it is I was in my old house with my old friend Jake. We're sitting there, we're talking, and then we bring up ghosts, and I'm talking about the sword, and it's like sitting on the wall next to my bed. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the sword and all that, and then we go downstairs to grab some stuff, and we come back up, and then it's just on the other side of the room, and I'm like, that moved. Like, no one else was in the house at the time, and I'm like, that sword moved. And then Jake went downstairs, and he's like, I'm never going in your room again.
Yeah, I'm never stepping foot in your house again, just as a heads up.
Hey, I don't blame you. It's fun. Like, I like it because I like scary things.
I do not.
But, like, sometimes you see shit.
Dan has the old religious view that if you don't fear the ghost, if you don't acknowledge it, it doesn't actually have any power.
Mm-hmm. I genuinely believe that is a real thing. If you don't fear it, it has no power over you.
If it controls a sword and said sword is pointy and stabby and it can do whatever the hell it wants with it
No, no,
whenever
no,
it
no.
wants,
It's dull.
It is so dull. It's also very rusted because I refuse to maintain it.
you drop a dull thing like that that's still got somewhat of a point on it, it can pierce you.
Oh yeah, like
He
if you
doesn't
drop,
keep it over and so mind you, when he first got it, it was literally mounted above his bed,
yeah, like
on the
directly over
wall.
my head.
Yeah.
Right. He doesn't do that anymore.
No, it is mounted on my wall by my door. So like good, and even if it fell from there, it would just hit the ground. I don't keep it mounted near me anymore. No opportunities need to be given.
I
But
may be rethinking this invitation for you for poker night.
why you want me to bring a ghost with me?
No, I really don't.
He has to bring the sword with him.
No, it could just hitch a ride on him. That's how ghosts work.
No,
Nah.
not if you go by the supernatural rules. Supernatural, it has to be something that actually has a piece of the person.
My belief is that this ghost is bonded to the sword, and that's where it gets like its physical location has to stay. I mean, oh, it's one of those things where if I like knew like ghost huntery people, even though I believe almost all of that is entirely fake, I'd be like, why don't you come here for a bit?
You
I
could
mean,
always
I
hire.
might
You could
know a
always hire
person
a
if you're
priest.
interested.
Like I've seen a lot of weird shit. Like way back in the day, I used to hang out with this guy Brian, and we would intentionally sit in my room and like do stuff to try to get it to like move shit, and we've seen shit move. There was one time me and a bunch of guys were playing D&D in my room, and we'd gotten good old fashioned known as pizza, and there's just a pizza box sitting there, and me and one guy are just talking to each other like across the table, and the pizza box just flips over the fucking table. We're like, oh, okay. That just happened.
I'm
'Cause-
never going to your house again.
I don't blame you.
Howard.
Yes, absolutely. I
Hey,
do not do
Alex hasn't
spooky,
been hurt
scary
yet,
shit.
and he's been hanging out with me forever.
That's true. I've
But
been
he
to his
also
house
moved.
many times. The ghost
He also
leaves me
moved.
alone.
He also moved a couple states away, so
Hey, I come back every time I come back to visit, and that ghost has never bothered me.
no.
Because it can barely register that you're there because you're only there for like 2 days.
Oh, please. I spend hours at Dan's house. It's got more than enough time to manifest a little
Mm.
bit.
The sword just knows its place. It fears me more than I fear it.
See?
There's a hierarchy to this.
Yeah, Dan has threatened to throw the sword into a volcano.
I sure have. That's exactly what I say. I'm gonna
That
throw
was
it in a
it.
volcano. There's no volcano near me, but I'll figure it out.
You just said it out loud. Now the sword knows.
It knows this. I've said this so many times. I'm like, either we're gonna go to where a volcano is, or you're getting confiscated by the TSA. Either way, it won't be my problem anymore.
Yeah, either a volcano or I bring it to an airport. There is no in between.
Yeah.
All you have to do is bring it to a steel mill. Just throw it in one of its, the molten steel vats.
No, because then they're gonna use that steel to make a car, and then I'll buy a car one day, and it'll be a fucking haunted car. That's too much.
Yeah. Dan, don't worry. They don't really use steel in cars anymore, so you're good.
I'm gonna buy a super shit car made by some weird Chinese company. It'll go full circle.
It's just not super common.
Yeah, because you kind of die because it doesn't crumple. No crumple physics.
Yeah.
My Oldsmobile, if I hit someone with that car, there was more likely you died than I did.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is just bringing up memories. Fucking. I think it was me and my brother. Maybe we were sitting in my old living room. This was like a couple days before we had moved out, and we're sitting at the couch just talking, like lights out, just chilling. And then something like runs between like our legs, like between the couch and our legs, and just hits us both. And we're like, God damn it, dog! And then I turn, and the dog just looks at me, sleeping on the couch next to me, like, what did I do? And I'm like, whoop, something just did that.
Now, to be fair, also could have just been a rat or something.
It could have been. It was big though. Like it felt like my old dog. She wasn't huge, but she was like maybe like a foot wide, like a foot tall, and like 2 feet wide. She's a little like miniature Doberman thing.
I don't know,
But
man.
like I'm like, my first thought was, did a fucking raccoon get in the house? Like, what the fuck happened?
Could have been. See, you guys were moving out. Maybe somebody left the door open.
I checked the house. I'm like, what the fuck? Because at first I'm like, there's a fucking animal in here. And then when I couldn't find anything, I'm like, okay, ghost, whatever. I was more worried about a raccoon being in there than a fucking ghost.
I would have been more worried about the ghost. Raccoons, you just give them a little bit of food, they're good. Ghosts, you need to give like a soul.
Raccoon, I got stories about it.
No.
Mhm.
You're thinking about demons.
What is a
No.
ghost but a spook?
Ghosts are malevolent spirits.
Yes. So a
Demons.
ghosts are not inherently bad. Like if someone is haunting something, it may not be because they're trying to hurt someone. It may just be because they can't move on. Then you have things like wraiths and revenants, and yes, those are bad. And then you have a straight up demon, which is like the worst case scenario. That is actually a being from hell that is basically trying to actually steal your soul.
That's one of the cases where even if I don't fear it, it still has power. It's a lot more power if you fear it, though.
So yeah, like basically the hierarchy is ghost, which is probably won't try to kill you, may just try to scare you, or like theoretically, if it's old enough and strong enough, it may try to get your help.
It can also just try to kill you all Annabelle-y.
Right. Well, I mean, even then, that's technically a wraith / a revenant.
Yeah, true.
Which their job is to kill you. Like they are malevolent spirits, which are there to harm / kill. And then there's a demon, which is actively trying to like steal your soul.
Yep. You know that there is actual basically like Christian mythology like of why demons don't physically manifest anymore. Could you take a guess of what it is?
Because you've told me this, so I'm gonna let other Alex guess.
People that believe in said things for them to actually manifest. I have no idea.
No, it's because guns. Because if a demon physically manifests, you can kill it. But since guns exist now, it's way too fucking easy to kill them.
Yeah, they've seen Doom. They know.
Yeah, because in mythology, like people have fought demons off with swords and spears. But it's like, if I got a fucking 12-gauge shotgun, man, and a spear can kill you, oh my god, you're going down so fucking fast.
What's stopping the demon from getting a gun?
No, it could possess a person and get a gun.
I mean, they're gonna need at least 3 days for the background check to clear.
Yeah, like, true. It's like, if a fucking twitching guy who keeps, like, spitting out Latin and, like, puking is trying to get a gun, something makes me think that's not going to work out.
No, just send them to Texas. They give anything with a heartbeat a gun. You can get your fetus a gun.
Hey man, demons don't go to Texas.
Even they know.
It's like, I can't tell what kind of demon you are, but I got lead that with your name on it.
That's not true. Demon had to have gone to Texas because he clearly already bought Ted Cruz's soul.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, what is his name actually? Like Raphael or Raul or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Raul. The devil did go down to Georgia once, looking for a soul to steal.
Let's see. Yeah, his name is Raphael. His name is literally Raphael.
Ooh.
What a bitch. Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm sorry, he was born in Canada?
Yeah,
what?
He's Canadian.
He's a fucking Mountie.
Let's go kick his ass. He's not a real American.
I knew there was
never be president.
I knew there was something untrustworthy about that cuck.
Man, all I can think about is how fucking Satan inhabited the president in Supernatural.
Yeah.
Then he had a baby.
That is true. He did.
Yeah. But ghosts,
yeah.
No, ghosts, no thank you. I don't do scary stuff. I am a little pussy shit whenever it comes to that.
Ghosts don't have to be scary, you know?
It doesn't matter. Almost every single time they're portrayed, that's fine. Almost every time they're portrayed in media, it is something to be afraid of. Naturally, I am afraid of it. I
Not
said
true.
most. I said most of the time. Most of
No,
the
no,
time.
no. I'm just saying, even the times you're thinking of, again, you're thinking of malevolent spirits, which is not a ghost.
Poltergeist.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
that's not a
different.
ghost.
That is a
That's not a
ghost.
ghost.
That is a
No.
ghost.
It is a type of like spiritual entity, not necessarily a ghost. But yeah, I completely agree with you. Like the supernatural esque thing, like ghosts are one of the one things that are like of like the supernatural and or like religious thing that I wholeheartedly believe is real, like 100%. Like either that or I have like schizophrenia, like really bad.
I mean, either one could be true.
Oh yeah, I literally don't know. Like
Mm.
I've seen things with other people present, but that could also be like the human condition thing of where like you see something and you can't necessarily explain it, so you just like, it's a ghost.
The-
I don't know.
I mean, they're even saying here that even poltergeists, they're mostly just known for making physical, phenomena. Like
Mhm.
levitating objects, knocking on doors, foul smells. Like they don't even hurt people.
There's a place I want to go so bad. There's like a hospital in Tennessee that's like stupidly haunted. It was closed for a long time because people kept getting like really really hurt.
Yeah,
And I want,
fuck that. Like just to be 100% clear. I will never ever 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 go to a location that is well known for being haunted. Fuck that.
I want to
Not
go. Not
not
I'm not going to do it the way the people do it there. They lock themselves in there for like 24 hours. Not doing that. I'm not that crazy.
again, it's literally the fact of like, do I really believe at the end of the day that it's a ghost? Probably not. I mean, it could also just literally be an unknown gas leak or
Yeah.
something. But on the off chance that it is, and on the even more off chance that it's a demon, fuck that.
Oh yeah.
What was that? What's that one movie that I like? It's a horror movie. Everybody goes into the insane asylum.
Oh.
Is it like Ghost something? It's
No idea. I've
Ghost.
never seen it. I don't watch horror
Is
movies.
this the one that takes place in Canada?
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. There's even a scene with where they leave, go to a hotel,
Yeah.
get in the elevator, and it
Yes.
opens up
Yes.
back in there.
Love that scene. Hold on. I gotta find this movie. Hold on.
That movie was terrifying. Oh, I mean, like I won't fuck with demons. That's where I draw the line. I'll fuck around with a ghost. I can handle a ghost, but a demon, that's a whole nother bag of tricks.
Nope, I don't fuck with any of it. No, thank you.
I subscribe to the Dean Winchester methodology of shared ghosts are real.
Grave Encounters.
There we go.
Although I think the one about the hotel is Grave Encounters 2. Because
There
they
we go.
actually don't leave the asylum in Grave Encounters, but they do leave it in Grave Encounters 2.
Yeah, that was such a like a striking scene.
I loved. I know that these are like reviewed terribly, but God, do I love these movies.
Oh yeah,
I think this is a great film.
even terrible horror movies are so much fun.
Most of them are rated pretty badly too.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah, I like horror and scary stuff mostly, like because it gets me that like adrenaline rush that just like normal life doesn't, and it's so enjoyable. And I totally understand why other people fucking hate it, because why would you want to be scared?
Right. And again, fun fact, Grave Encounters and Grave Encounters 2, they are not being tormented by a ghost, although it is haunted and there are ghosts in there.
Yeah.
They're being basically killed and their souls are being taken by a demon.
Yep. And that's
To
how
be
you know
clear.
that they're in Canada, because no one with guns shows up.
But I mean, no, it's like it's got an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes. The sequel does, which I think that's bullshit. I think it's a great.
Oh, it's much
film.
better than that. That's one of those, like, if I was ever going to go to a place like that, a few things got to happen.
No,
I need guns. I need silver and iron chains and silver daggers, and I need someone who actually believes in God, like actually believes in God, because if demons are real, hence Christianity would be real. and a true believer can thwart off demons.
Not necessarily, though. Multiple religions have demons.
Oh yeah, tons of them. I'm just saying, like, just a true believer in God would be helpful there. They don't need to be Christian. Just someone who actually believes in God. Because since I don't, I'm already kind of fucked. Because something tells me just seeing a demon and being like, God's real isn't going to be enough. I'm gonna need a guy who like genuinely believes, because then they can call, if it's Christianity, call on the Archangel Michael to save us. Because that's a thing in Christianity too. When the demons drive you to almost your breaking point, where you're about to give in and give him your soul, you can seek redemption from the Lord, and he will send the Archangel Michael to smite the demons. Which, gotta love that thing about religion, where God's like, no, I'm gonna wait till you're almost completely broken. Then I'll help you. Only then will you be a true believer. And you're right, I would be.
I don't know, man. I mean, there is something very fun about horror movies. I would agree.
I love them.
I mean, I don't like horror movies that are just about jump scares, which, to be fair, a good part of, Grave Encounters does have jump scares. But it's also really about, like, that building of tension,
Oh, yeah.
That constant fear of, like, everything that you can see and everything that you can't see.
I love the It movies. Like, there are jump scares in it, but I love, like, the build-up of tension in them, too.
I liked It 1. I thought It 2 was way too much jump scare.
Oh, like, yeah. It's not my favorite one.
No, I actually didn't think it was all that amazing. I did like It 1. It 1 was good.
Oh, yeah, I like that. And I like the original ones that were, like, part of the TV, like, serialization stuff they did. Those were really good.
Where all the kids have a big orgy, and that protects them.
Yeah, I love it. That's the only Stephen King property that I really like. And that's a whole nother bag of worms. And I love It because it's like, this is a monster that, like, in like a horror movie setting where it's like, you actually stand a chance. Face your fears, and then hope that you're not the one guy that gets fucking murked, so everyone else can be tough.
Right. So the one thing that I will actually give It to, and I thought it was really smart, is there's the one scene where basically they're showing what happened with the like Native American tribe that had originally, quote unquote, like sealed / trapped It in the town. And there's this thing of like It, basically through the ritual, like he kills everyone, right?
Yep, the ritual of Chewed.
Right. And I think what's really smart is when you think about it, It is only as dangerous and as strong as you think he is. And what I thought was really smart is that the tribe believed that It was basically a god, right? And that it was only through this ritual that they could possibly even hope to trap him in one location. And that's why It was able to kill them all, because they believed he was unbelievably powerful. And so the ritual, like, it worked, but only because people believed that it would. So he's cool. The movie just wasn't amazing.
Oh yeah. It's cool in theory. I like that kind of monster. It's really fun.
I also don't really understand how when you're a grown ass adult, like he still is able to scare you with like, but whatever, it's fine.
I mean, oh yeah. Yeah, plot, and a lot of it is just like deep-seated trauma and stuff. Like I mean, like I'm in the group of clowns are scary. I don't like clowns. I think they're inherently scary. I don't like them. I'm not terrified of clowns. Like if a clown showed up at my door, I'm not gonna freak out.
But like,
I probably would if a clown just showed up at my door. I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I mean, there's not going to be a clown at my door for very long. He's going to die. Like, my brain is going to be like, "Oh, I'm in a horror movie, and I'm going to stab the guy to death," because I'm not taking no chances. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dan's not in a horror movie documentary. He's in a goddamn documentary on Lifetime where it's like the man went insane.
Oh, I'm going to do exactly what like you saw people do. God, a couple of years ago when people were dressing up as clowns, where they're like,
"Oh my god,
with
that was while we were in high school still. Shit.
Yeah.
God, that was so long ago.
I saw so many videos of people just beating the shit out of people in clown suits. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if you're gonna stand in the road with a knife, you better be prepared for the consequences of that.
Yeah, because the whole thing was people would dress up like clowns and then literally just charge people like in the
Yeah.
middle of like the street, and it's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice it never happened in Texas because it's like you ain't walking away from that one.
Oh yeah, that's
Did we
one of
ever
those.
find out why that happened?
It was just an
People,
internet thing.
yeah. The problem was, which made it even worse. Some people were literally luring children into the woods.
Oh, great.
Like that's the fuck. Like most of the time, nothing happened out of it, but still, that's fucked. You can't do that. Like
Yeah.
I don't care what time of day it is, what time of year it is. If I see a motherfucker with a machete trying to lure children into the woods and he's dressed like a fucking clown, I'm probably going to kill that guy.
Yeah,
Like
somehow Dan misses the big sign that says like wooded horror trail. Just kills some random teenager who's like, I'm a clown. Yuck yuck.
no, see the horror. See what the thing is, the horror movie they make about me is going to be some guy who shows up to a Halloween party and thinks monsters are real,
I
and
mean,
then I'm just
they kind of did that. It's called Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Which, by the way, if any people haven't seen Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, for other Alex, it's not actually a horror movie. It's a comedy. And it's basically where a bunch of dumb fucking teenagers or college students or whatever think that the main characters who live in the woods and are rednecks are like serial killers.
Oh, I'm
So
not gonna.
it's them being terrified of these two bumbling idiots. And it's basically just like a weird thing where they keep accidentally killing themselves.
Oh, okay.
It's fantastic. Great movie. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
That sounds alright. I might check it out.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, especially the clown thing, like it just fucks with me.
That was a weird period of time. Let's all be real. It was a weird period of time where people were dressing up like clowns for videos.
People were doing it over here too.
Mhm.
Like they were doing it over by Bachelor's Grove in Orland Park a bunch, and I'm like, I swear to God, if some motherfucker runs at me in a clown suit, like he ain't gonna be running again. Like I'm not that guy. I'm the epitome of that like meme. I'm not that guy, man. Oh my God. I was having a off topic. I was having a talk with my manager yesterday.
I thought you
And
were
like,
the manager.
Assistant
Another
manager. So like, my manager is like the store manager, the guy who gets paid $90,000 a year to to do the same job as me.
Gotcha.
I was talking to him, and then well, I forget her title. It doesn't matter. She's like, I guess like the regional manager or something. She inspects like the stores and stuff. Doesn't matter. We were talking yesterday about how that there was a law passed last year in Illinois, which is like fully taking effect now, where that if customers come in and start acting a fool and doing stuff, the police can't make them leave, not unless they witness them doing a crime.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
It's
so
private property.
doesn't matter. Can't make them leave anymore if it's a store.
What the fuck?
It technically crosses into personal property too. So if someone's on your property, the police can't just make them leave. It was passed like a year ago, and we were talking about it. And me and my my manager both look at each other and we're like, "This is the wrong fucking store for that." like we're just going to stomp the shit out of these people.
You're literally just going to pick someone up and throw them out like 1920s kicking a bum out of a bar style.
Wouldn't be the first time I've done it either. Like, and I'm just like, it's sad that it is like that it has come to a point that that's a thing I have to do. And like, I understand why
it's
the law.
100% because of COVID.
The law wasn't even passed because it was passed. It was passed during COVID. It was passed like they pushed it because it's like this is going to stop people from just being able to kick out anyone they want, and like there was a big push because of like you can't just kick out a homeless person because they come in your store and stuff. Which understandable. You can't. If a homeless guy walks into the store, I'm not just going to kick him out because he's homeless. Granted, that happens a lot everywhere because stores don't want homeless people in there.
Look, I mean, I guarantee you that this was probably a direct response to people bitching about the fact that, you know, oh, you're not wearing a mask? Well, this is private property, so get off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now it's like, well, you can't kick me out no matter what I do.
All right, it's setting a very bad precedent because it's going to be okay. So now I can't get the police to remove you, so I have to do it.
Right. And if you injure them, they can sue you.
Yep.
Mhm. I have to make sure that they are committing a crime or threatening me before I do anything, which is
Yeah.
stupid.
I
Because
mean, you would think the trespassing would still be a thing since,
Mhm.
But hey, this also means that you're allowed to go to rich people's houses and they can't call the cops on you.
oh no, it's fine. They'll still arrest me there because those are rich people.
Yeah.
It's fine. I already know how I'll handle it if I have to handle it. I'll throw you out. I'll lock the doors, and that's the end of it. Because I don't give a shit if the police come in. They ain't getting no footage. You can't prove I did shit.
Fair.
Because I assure you, sir, that by the time you get a warrant, there ain't going to be any footage for you to look at.
Might want to trim this part of the podcast.
No, it's fine.
Fine.
Like 2 podcasts ago, I was threatening police. It's fine. This is not the worst thing I've said on here by far.
Fortunately, you're not wrong.
It's just stupid. It's so stupid that that's a thing. And especially like because it pushed heavily on like stores and stuff. It's like it's stupid that that's a thing. I'm already so limited in ways to protect myself. Now I have to not be able to rely on the police too.
Yeah, because
I
profit
mean,
over people. That's been
the-
proven
the-
time and time again.
The police are not there to protect people.
Nope.
They're not even
No.
constitutionally required to do
No,
it.
they're
It's not
there
the
to
job description.
protect money.
Yep.
And I make
property and
money for the state and the city.
Their job is to protect and serve the law, not people. That's
Well,
it.
they don't even know the law, so they're just
Well, yeah.
protecting the people that they're told to protect.
Exactly.
It every day it's like less faith in everything around me. Like
Oh yeah.
God, I have no faith in police anymore. It's astounding how little they understand the law that they're supposed to enforce. Like, I probably brought this up to you guys. There was a lady who tried to scam us last week. She left her purse, doing air quotes, and then one of the other assistant manager put the purse away so that it wouldn't get lost or stolen. And then the lady comes back with the police saying that the assistant manager stole the purse and $300 out of it. And the police were like, "Okay, we need to see the security cam footage and do all this and that." And like, I had to come in and go back there. And like, the first thing I say to her in front of the police, and I'm like, "Why the hell did you even let him in here and say that they could look at the cam footage? Because you shouldn't have. Should have made him get a warrant. Because now I'm about to waste 2 hours of scrolling through footage for a person trying to scam us."
Yeah.
And that's all it came out to be too. And I like 2 days later, a detective came in and wanted to look at it too, and I told him no. I'm like, "You figure it out your damn self."
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like,
not doing your job for you.
Yeah, I'm like, first off, this is a known scam people do. I get this is like a white area, like a white people area, and you don't think this shit happens here, but it totally does. And I'm like, fucking cops blow my fucking mind how stupid they are.
Yep.
It's like Google for 2 seconds or talk to any cop outside of your jurisdiction. Like, this shit happened to me all the time when I used to work at Speedway. You just don't do anything.
Just ignore it. It's the best way to do it.
I mean, I told all the people who work under me, someone leaves their wallet or shit, leave it right where it is. Let it get stolen. Because it's not your problem.
Yeah, that way you're not liable for it exactly.
Because I'm like, if something comes down to it and you get a shitty cop who decides that you did do it, I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do for you. You're kind of fucked now.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything that's not yours. Because, shit, if we look at the security cam footage and it shows you grabbing the wallet and walking away from the cameras with it, you might be fucked.
I mean, no, but
I know, but people get prosecuted for no evidence and go to jail with no evidence all the time. And most of the people who work with me are people of color. So chances are they'll just go to prison. Like, there was a guy, like, a couple days ago who got pulled over by the police in my parking lot, which I don't like. And I've had multiple conversations with cops about that before. If you're going to pull someone over, don't pull them over and then pull into a parking lot near a store. So if a shootout happens, I get fucking shot too.
well,
Don't do it.
yeah.
Don't do that. It's annoying. Either way, they pull over this young black guy in the parking lot. They're fucking giving him a hard time. They're yelling at him and shit. They're making him open up everything in his car, which is totally illegal.
Yep.
And then nothing happens. They find nothing. They let him go, and then the cops leave. And the guy comes in to buy cigarettes like he was trying to do originally. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, clearly these cops, or at least all the ones around me, they're just like, well, he's not the same color as us. Chances are he has drugs in the car. Let's pull him over and search everything.
Yep.
And like, I just don't get it anymore.
And if they don't find it, they'll plant it, or they'll just arrest them for some bogus thing anyway.
Mm-hmm. And
it's just a bunch of people who don't care and are power tripping. That's all it has been for the last 10 odd years.
Mm-hmm. And to sum up the point that I've been trying to get to for the past 2 hours, Krillin cannot beat Superman. The end.
Yeah, let's get us back on the real topic. Why hasn't anyone remade I Am Weasel?
I don't even know what that is.
Classic Cartoon Network show with classic characters like I.R. Baboon. I'm sorry, I.R. Baboon.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
Yeah,
that is. Oh my god, is that the one that's in the same art style as Cow and Chicken?
Yeah. And
It's
the red and like yellow guy. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at a picture here.
I'm good. I remember this show being weird as fuck.
All of
Cow
those
and
shows
Chicken was weird too.
Oh yeah, it really was.
I am Weasel. I am Weasel.
You never know. Maybe they will. They fucking rebooted Beavis and Butthead, so you never know.
Yeah.
And that's a good show.
But most of that police conversation, I was just looking at old theme songs. I mean, like, I remember some of these. The Mighty Bee, not a great show. Dave. Who remembers Dave the Barbarian?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Great show. Love it.
He made a
Johnny
megaphone.
Test.
Yeah, Johnny Test. Johnny Test is pretty good. They rebooted it, not great.
Style.
I didn't know they rebooted it. That's a shame.
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Not everything needs to be rebooted.
Nope.
God, they not that long ago, didn't they reboot the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't know if that one was any good. I never watched it.
I did. Not great. Really not great.
I can't remember. Is the girl who paid a bunch of money to have superpowers, was that from the old one or from the new one?
That was from the old one.
Yeah,
That was Princess. I forget what her full name is. But yeah, her her superpower was money.
I liked her. Like, that makes sense.
She was terrible. I hated that little bitch.
Princess Morebucks.
There it is. Yeah, more bucks. That was it.
I like her name.
Super on the nose too. But yeah, I mean, so it's weird. Basically, what they did with the new Powerpuff Girls is they kind of made it very memey, but not like the show is trying to be a meme. It just used meme culture, which is always a bad idea because meme culture goes very quickly if it's not like one of the best memes that's ever been created. So, I mean, basically, you're dating your show super quickly. And, I mean, hey, I'll give shit to Teen Titans Go because, yes, it is not the Teen Titans that I grew up with. And, yes, I would like that old Teen Titans back. It does occasionally have some pretty good comedy. I liked the Teen Titans Go to the Movies movie.
Yeah,
That was
I
good.
actually enjoyed it. There was some really funny stuff in there, and
Yeah.
I also liked how there was a scene where, "Hey kids, ask your parents how babies are born."
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
It had some really adult humor that I appreciated. Like, when they have to go back in time and fix the last time they went back in time. So they shove Batman's parents into Crime Alley and they get shot.
yeah,
Like,
that was
and
fun.
and mind you, they don't just like imply it. Like, you hear the gunshot go off and they're smiling and it's like, fuck. And also,
And
they ran over the tiger guy. I specifically remember they ran over the tiger guy, and their worry was, oh no, his dad's a cop.
yes, I loved the tiger because he was voiced by Michael Bolton,
Yeah, that was it. It was Michael Bolton.
and I'm like, why the hell is Michael Bolton in this? He
Specifically so
sings
he could
one
get run over.
song. Yeah, sings one song and gets hit by a bus or whatever.
With the car. Yeah, it was with the what did Cyborg call it? It was like the T-Mobile.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Great show though.
Oh yeah. Back to a conversation we had forever ago. The guy who voices sexy adult Dan Phantom is Eric Roberts.
Okay.
Emma Roberts' dad.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm just gonna name off some great shows here. Camp Laszlo, weirdest
Yes.
ending of all time.
Yeah.
I
Just
love
the
that.
weirdest ending.
So insane.
Original Teen Titans, amazing.
Mhm.
It was kind of like, actually, did the original Teen Titans come out before or after Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Before, I'm pretty sure.
I think they were like same time, weren't they?
Could be. I don't know actually.
I
I
feel
find
like
it interesting though that both of these very well-known shows are, both the kind of American anime style.
man, Samurai Jack. That's that old school shit that I loved.
It
And I love
finally
how-
got finished a long
Yeah,
time ago now.
I love that they brought it back. Fucking
Yeah.
Code Names Kid Next Door. That was my shit when I was younger. I loved that show.
Cat Dog, Angry Beavers, American Dragon, Jake Long. I did
So-
like The Life and Time of Juniper Lee. I just re-listened to the intro. It's not. I don't like the intro. I don't like the intro song. Shaolin Showdown.
Oh shit, yeah. I just looked it up real quick. Avatar was airing at the same time as Teen Titans for a little bit.
Really?
Interesting. Had a little bit of that Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon thing.
God, you guys remembered the Jackie Chan adventures?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
The
Fucking
first
love-
episode, 8-year-old thrusts her hips at a giant sumo wrestler and throws a swordfish at him. There's go rewatch it. She literally just thrusts her hips at a swordfish, which
I
is
remember
kind of phallic.
I remember the fucking like superhero moose or whatever that had one of the talismans.
I think it's just Super Moose.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god.
Not to be mistaken for soup.
Sure, I heard whatever that
Yeah,
was.
you just disappeared there, my dude.
Super Cow from Cow and Chicken.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I thought you
Cow
were
would turn into a
referring.
super cow, and her catchphrase was "Super Cow." I can't hold on. Arriesgate.
I thought you were gonna do a reference to Mighty Mouse for some reason,
No.
or Super Mouse.
Only Cow and Chicken.
Super Mouse, the mouse of tomorrow.
Man, what other ones are on here? Detention, Back of the Barnyard.
Eh,
I loved
Beyblade.
Recess when it came out. I used to
Yeah.
watch that all the time.
Recess was great.
Recess was good, yeah. Samurai Jack.
Yeah, we already said that. Jeez, keep
Yeah.
up.
I am half asleep, my dude.
I know.
Totally,
This
Totally Spies. The
fucking
show
Yeah,
stuff.
that
Totally Spies was great.
the show that definitely awakened so many people to different fetishes.
Yeah.
There is a list, for those of you who don't know, that lists out every fetish that every episode of Totally Spies embodies. And there are a lot. There are more than you would think. There's like
Doesn't surprise me.
expansion, there's furry, there's muscular, there's like outfit shit, like
You're ruining my
uniform,
Google
like
search right now.
bondage. Oh boy.
Man, you
There's
know
a-
what I want to watch again? Static Shock. I haven't seen that in so
Ah.
fucking long.
Yeah, great show. Great show.
Oh my god, yeah, Sonic X did exist. Oh my god. Super
it?
Saiyan Sonic.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, that's just that's Supersonic. That's when he's got all the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah. Super Saiyan Sonic.
No, just Supersonic.
Oh. Alright, boys. It's getting
Yeah.
kind of late.
It's been 2 hours. I think we can call it.
It's
Oh,
Okay,
bedtime.
bye.
yeah. Bye, everybody.
And wait for it, and end the podcast.